This is a WIAT 42 Storm Track Severe Weather Update.
Raider, we are live here in the CBS 42 Weather Center, and we're going to take just a couple of minutes to update you on a very, very fast-changing weather system and conditions as we go through the course of the day. This is going to be a very important issue to keep folks off the road, as well as be prepared for some travel conditions that really could be treacherous. We have already started to get some freezing rain, a little unexpected, unfortunately, but that's how these systems work. In Birmingham, it's 31 degrees, and if you notice our tower camera, look at the ice on it. That is already freezing over. We are looking at spots now that have some glazing out there, so throughout the course of the afternoon, we are going to certainly have to watch for icing as well as the potential for some snow. Let's talk about the watches, warnings, advisories which we have in effect, and that is the whole state. The purple area you see, this is for a winter weather advisory. We're talking about light snow accumulations, some sleet, as well as travel very tricky at times. But we've had reports of snow in Coleman already from Nick Lee, and also back into Walker County. We've got reports of sleet and snow. Sleet now in Tuscaloosa from Tim Reed. Sleet over into Shelby County as well as Jefferson County. And as I mentioned, that freezing rain atop Red Mountain, and that is a little more concerning. This will last throughout the course of the afternoon and evening. Dangerous travel. Please stay off of the roads if you can. This is going to deteriorate very quickly. Once it starts, this is when conditions really go downhill very quickly. Now, snowfall totals. This is our latest forecast model coming in. Some spots 3 to 6 inches, especially from I-20 southward. I don't think that's out of the question. Certainly we'll have to watch that very carefully. But we do have Nate Harrington, who is live outside right now with 42 on deck. And Nate, we've got ice now. I mean, what do you have there on the deck outside? It's looking like a mess.
It is a mess right now, Mark, and we've actually got freezing rain. This is not sleet, this is freezing rain, freezing on contact. And on deck right now, our temperature right at 30 degrees, about 30 and a half degrees. The good news is we have a live look right outside on Valley Avenue. Traffic's going slowly. That is good news, and the ice hasn't really got to the roads just yet. However, some of the more rural roads, the less traveled roads, you're going to see some of that ice start to glaze over, and we've already seen and heard of multi-vehicle accidents southwest of here in Sumter County, also in Lamar County. We've got some icing on bridges and some secondary roads. So if you have to go out today, drive slow, get there safely, but if you don't, stay home. Like Mark said, things are only going to get worse from here. Mark, back to you.
All right, Nate, thanks so much. I did want to show the radar. Let's quickly talk about what we do have going on. I will turn off the satellite view here just to give you a perspective of the latest track. And let's go to this full screen. I do want to show that we do have the freezing rain falling now in the Birmingham metro area. That is going to make conditions change dramatically fast. Now, we are on top of the mountain. We're about 800 feet above ground. But as we look at it happening here, it's likely happening on a number of ridge tops around Valley Avenue, right through Jefferson County. So throughout the course of the afternoon, this is going to be the problem. We will see breaks in the precip at times, and the best potential for any of the accumulating snow will be coming later into the afternoon as well as into tonight. This is a little bit premature as far as the moisture moving in. The atmosphere, we're talking a couple of thousand feet difference in temperatures, and there's just a number of factors that fall into place. And so icing is the last thing we want to see. Hopefully this will wrap up here soon. Either way, where we do have a little bit of ice gathering now, as I mentioned here at our station, we're getting glazed over as we speak, and that will be laying a base on the ground for the snow, and that will make driving very tricky. So I know that we're trying to get the point across in a short order, and we were hoping for just snow, and that would be the case throughout the day. But now we really have to emphasize you need to stay off the roads now. If you are somewhere that you're maybe planning on going home, or you can get going home, now's the time to do it, because the driving conditions will only get worse. And that's the problem we have with winter weather setups here in Alabama. I know a number of roads are being treated. I saw that coming in earlier today on 459, and that is going to help some. But once you start to get ice, that doesn't matter. That's the problem. And we already have bridges and overpasses. I'm now seeing that's coming in. Bridges in Lamar County are beginning to It looks like change over to, yeah, they've got freezing right now, and that is on deck. And, well, we've got a little bit of sleet mixed in. That's good, but unfortunately, whatever does fall and hits that frozen object, it is going to become ice instantly. So looking at sleet in Vestavia Hills right now also, we've got sleet in Pinson, Center Point, Grayson Valley, up through northeast Jefferson County. And also we've got Altoona Fire Department reporting heavy sleet and light snow in Etowah County. So you are not having to deal with the icing. And that's the problem. We have a very fine line, and that is something that we have to battle with winter weather systems here. There's always a fine line of where we're looking at ice versus maybe some sleet, and that is the problem we have now, and it's hitting the highest populated area in the state of Alabama. So travel is going to be tricky. Please take your time, slow down, try to avoid getting out on the roads if you don't have to, and certainly stay tuned with us. We will have more as we go throughout the course of the day. I do want to get us back to the Young and Restless. I'm going to have much more along with Nate Harrington as well as Ashley Gann. We've got team coverage. We're going to break this down for you. We'll also show you timing and who gets how much snow. A lot to talk about here. It is changing quickly. Can't emphasize that enough. Please avoid getting on the roads if you can, or if you have to go now and get it done, because after that it's going to progressively get worse. So throughout the afternoon, we'll keep you posted as well. You can join us at WIAT.com. All of us are on Twitter as well as Facebook. Send in your pictures. Send it to report@WIAT.com. Also, the phone app. That will be very important for you to have. Say, for instance, we lose power in some areas. That is a way that you can watch us as well as send us information. You can contact us, and we can relay that along to the other viewers as well as the National Weather Service. We're in a constant contact with them as well, and they're the ones that are issuing the warnings and advisories. So we are going to join in progress the Young and the Restless, and we appreciate those of you who are waiting on that show, your patience for this, but it is important. We make sure everyone is aware how dangerous it's becoming on the roads out there. So please take your time, and we'll certainly have much more coming up at noon. So along with Nate Harrington, I'm Chief Meteorologist Mark Prater. We will be joining you at noon. Now back to the Young and Restless.